Okay, so head's pulled up, chin parallel to the floor. But we're going to be relaxed, we're going to broaden the shoulders. So we sort of drop in and broaden the shoulders. So it's a sense of sort of softening and widening and opening the chest. And think about the hips as well, widening the hips so that the base that you're sitting on is more widespread and free and comfortable. If you need to lean on this, so you're not straining, do that. I know it's a bit difficult because you've got shorter legs. And the hands, so we're relaxing these shoulders, and the best place to have the hands, you might want to push your chair back a little bit. We're going to watch my shoulders down, rolling them up back and down, and then my hands end up like this. Yeah, and then on the knees. So the open position, comfortable, pull your elbows back. Perfect. Now the head's on straight. Now I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. You can trust that you're safe in here, there's a note on the door. And can you just begin to listen to the sound of that coffee machine in between me speaking? Remember to relax the body. Now turn your full attention to your breathing. Conscious breathing on its own is very relaxing. You can do this at night when you need to sleep. So you're focusing on your breath. You don't change it initially. If you focus on your nostrils, maybe flare them to feel the air coming in. And at the same time, we're watching that belly rise on the in-breath. And we're watching the belly fall with our attention on the out-breath, and also noticing the breath leaving the nostrils, noticing it's warm now. Can you keep your attention on the breath all the way in and all the way out? And it's good to even listen to the outside noises. It helps us focus the mind. So can you listen to the noises and me and the coffee machine as well as focusing on the breath? Can you keep your attention on that breath all the way in and all the way out, whilst keeping your attention also on what you can hear? So we're asking the mind to do something rather than the mind being busy and telling us what to do. It's like taking the mind to the gym, giving it a workout. So it might feel difficult at first, but it trains much more quickly than the body. So stay with it. And what happens is when we get the mind to focus, it soon becomes tired, which allows us then to sleep. Ideally, we would do some physical exercise prior to relaxing. But even if we can't do that, we can do some mental exercise that quietens the mind by tiring it out. So we're relaxing the jaw and relaxing the tongue and relaxing the teeth. And we're following the journey of the breath with our attention. In and out, watching the movements of the body. Now can you think about pulling your eyeballs back into the sockets? Not straining, just gently getting a sense of pulling them back inside away from the lids so they're not protruding out. And look, with your eyes closed, point those eyes towards the centre of your forehead, just above the eyebrows, without straining again. We're looking up slightly. What can you see in there? Is it dark? Is it light? This is the best way to keep the mind still, is we look up slightly and keep the eyes still. Are we still listening to the sounds? Are we still following the breath? Now, can we take the attention into the body? So using your breath, follow the in-breath into the body, down into the lower belly. So think about a few inches below the belly button. The lower part of your belly, just above your groin. Can you breathe your attention into that area? And using the out-breath to relax even more, can you feel a tingling sensation in the lower belly? Or some heat, some physical sensation in the lower belly from taking your attention there, following the breath? Just relax, don't worry if you can't feel anything. I'm going to move the point of focus towards the belly button now. Taking the in-breath down into the belly button and the digestive system. Using the out-breath to relax. And to focus on feeling sensations in the belly. How does it feel in the belly? Is it anxious? Is it relaxed? Is there a bit of worry, resistance or tension in the belly? Focus on the feeling in the belly fully. Just the feeling and listening to the sounds. Full focus on feeling the belly. If there's any uncomfortableness or slight tension or anxiety in the belly, follow that feeling into a memory. Might be recent, might be old memory. Go into a memory where you felt that funny anxiety feeling in the belly, that lack of relaxation, that tension. What springs to mind? Might just be something that occurs in life regularly. What comes to mind when you're focusing on the feelings in your belly? I'd like you to delve a bit deeper into the memory or whatever came up, if anything came up. What experience is attached to these uncomfortable feelings in the belly? Now, if you could be the most strongest super self, super version of you, if you had all the money you could wish for, if that's what you need, if you could morph into exactly the person you want to be, because you can do anything with your mind, what would he look like? I'd like you to imagine that you're looking into a mirror and seeing the reflection of you in this super version of you. We're going to call it Super Jaden, Super Scott. I want you to really use your imagination now and bring up the perfect super version of yourself. What does he look like? What is he wearing? How tall is he? How strong is he? What shoes is he wearing? Most of all, how does that super self feel? So he can be anything, he can have anything, he has no fears, he has no doubts about himself, he's the most confident version of you he could possibly be. How does that feel and what does that look like? Bring him up really strongly. I want you to feel what he feels like, not just see him, feel him. How brilliant is it to be this courageous, this strong, this confident? Now I'd like you to just remember what you were feeling in the belly, whatever was going on there, and look at the version of yourself that felt or feels that fear in the belly. I'd like you to imagine, as clear as you can, maybe cartoon, maybe film, like you're seeing it on a screen, the super self standing in the belly with that self that feels that fear, that felt uncomfortable or feels uncomfortable at times. And imagine looking at each other, the two versions of you. Now we're going to merge the two of you. So you're going to be in the super self, imagine inviting the more nervous self, we'll call it. Smaller, more nervous, worried self. We're going to ask him to step forward very closely to the super self, the super version. Imagine taking your arms around the little self, we'll call it. Super self's going to squeeze that little self so hard with love, compassion, empathy and understanding for that version of us that sometimes feels a bit of fear. We want to hold him so tight. It's comfortable, it's not uncomfortable. Think about merging, so you can imagine seeing it energetically. So two energetic versions of you. So that super self, we want to give him a colour of his energy as well. Think about what colour that energy might be. He's a big, bright star of energy. What colour is it? We're going to take that more fearful self and merge him into this energy of the super self. I can imagine the Mika self stepping inside the energy field into the super self. So there's just one integrated, super duper confident self now. Imagine that you are in that body now, that super self. Feel it. Imagine standing tall and feeling the energy of that super self. Literally feel the tingling of the energy in your body. See that energy in the colour you've chosen. Imagine spreading your physical body out into this super duper version of yourself, filled with confidence, security, and comfort. Just take some deep breaths and on your out breath, just relax into that super body. Brilliant. Now in that super body, you'll find that it's very easy to lean back inside, and what I mean by that is, if you were a racing driver, you wouldn't sit hunched over the steering wheel when you were going really fast. You'd be sat back in the seat. You are the driver of your super self. And your super self is integrated now into you. This is you. So we don't want to be pushed into the front over the steering wheel, up against the windscreen, going through life like a frightened rabbit looking into the distance. We want to lean back in the driving seat. And when we lean back in the driving seat of this body, we move through life with an ease and grace, a strength and a confidence like no other. Always going to remember to be sitting back in that driving seat of this body now. And equally, you're going to find it much more easy to relax at night and to sleep more easily and more deeply for at least 10 to 11 hours a night, so that your brain can regenerate, recuperate, and keep you at your optimum level of health, mentally and physically. So each night when you remember 7 o'clock, really, I should turn off my phone, I should turn off my game, and I'm going to maybe give it a go lying on my bed, maybe looking out of the window at the sky. This is what we did as children when we didn't have phones. It's really, really helpful for the mind and the body. So just move away from the machinery. You can lie down, close your eyes and look into the lower forehead as we're doing now. Or you could lie down, close your eyes, and just allow your mind to wander. Or you can lie down or even sit up and just gaze out of the window, watching the sky, focusing on what you can see. Eyes open or eyes closed, we focus on what we can see, with the eyes pointing slightly upwards. We lean back inside where it's dark and quiet and comfortable. And whether we're looking into the forehead or we're looking into the sky, we're also listening and feeling sensations in the body, relaxing with each out-breath. And the more we can relax that body, the more we can relax that mind. The more we can relax the mind, the more we can relax the body. So taking our focused attention into the body is the best way to drift off into a comfortable sleep, a deep sleep lasting 10 hours or more. So your beautiful brains are recording how wonderful it is to sleep for 10 hours, deep, replenishing sleep, waking up feeling refreshed in the morning, learning to love the mornings as time goes on, because we've had 10 beautiful, exceptional hours of wonderful sleep. So at night, when we've spent at least 2 hours winding down without a screen or a machine, we will say out loud, now I am going to sleep for at least 10 hours, deep, replenishing, refreshing sleep, and I will wake up in the morning and enjoy the feeling of having had 10 hours of beautiful, replenishing sleep. I can begin to breathe a little bit more deeply and bring some attention into the body again. Perhaps beginning to wiggle your toes and fingers. We're going to begin to make fists with the hands. Push our chairs back a little bit further if we can. Keep your eyes closed for a minute. We're going to allow the body, just watch your head on the table now, just allow the body to drop forward from the waist. You can just have a peep at me, then close your eyes again. Just have a peep at me. I'm going to go forward like this, Scott, and we're going to let these fists drop down the side here. And just let them swing for a minute. Let your head come right down, let your belly touch your knees. Right, let your arms swing loosely. Now take these fists, bring them up to the muscles at the side of your leg, just below your knee. Brilliant. Here, at the side, just below your knee. At the side where there's a muscle, and just give them a little beating like this. So it feels nice and you begin to feel some fizzy energy. Breathing. Enjoy that beating the legs. And then stop. Now slowly bring the body up. Bringing the head up last. Whew. Sit with the feeling. How does that feel? Open your eyes. Hold on. That's just to bring some energy back into your body, that one. So, you did really well for your first time. You were quite fidgety today. Was you struggling?
Yeah.
Was you struggling with...
My eyes done.
Oh, you poor thing. Was you struggling and listen to me?
Yeah.
Well done though, because just because you're here and your eyes are closed, your brain's listening even if you're not. Does that make sense? When your eyes are closed, this conscious mind might be going, I'm not listening, I can't do this. But that subconscious mind is listening. So, how was that then?
Alright, tired now though.
Same.
Oh, you need to do that a bit harder. Come on, do it harder. Put your feet flat on the floor while you do it.
I'm a bit tired of living.
But you know why? Because I've got your mind to relax and it's not used to doing that, is it? I wish if it was my school, I'd send you home now for proper sleep.
I wish.
So, but it will help. So let's hope that you know, atomic habits they call, which means tiny habits. So if you even just did half an hour earlier off your game and phone to begin with, or even 5 minutes, that mounts up and you keep going, and then you know, slow improvement, it will happen. Have you got a visual mind? Were you able to see what I was saying? What does your super self look like? What was you wearing?
Nike.
Okay.
Nike. What was you wearing? A cape?
Adidas cape.
Amazing. Adidas cape. What colour was you able to get a colour of the energy?
Blue.
Yellow. Orange, yellow. Oh no.
What about when we was in the belly? Did you feel? Oh God. Send it off. Don't worry. I'll delete it off now. The end.